Good day, friends. It is me, HLModTech. The other day, we made an electronic paradise with a microbit. Today, we're going to turn it into a game. So let's get cracking. So friends, first things first, switch to circuits. If you have not created the dice, I will have a link up above so you can do that quick lesson and have your dice ready to go. If you have made your dice, make sure you hit duplicate. We don't want to wreck our original dice because we could use them for many games, and if something goes wrong, you always want to go back to the first copy. So the first thing I'm going to do is change this to say first to 25. And that'll be the premise of my game, is we're going to have two dice we can roll, and we're going to go first to 25. So the first thing I want you to do is start your simulation and test it. Make sure that it says shake. And you may have one over here that says me. If you do, don't worry about that. We'll talk about it in a moment. When we shake, we're just testing to see that it clears and a new result appears. And anything else you've got programmed, we're going to switch. If you've got a second die, click on it once you know it's working and hit delete on the keyboard to get rid of the second die. It's faster to build all of our code on one. And then when we're finished, do Control-C and Control-V so that we've got a pair of these dice. So the first thing we're going to do is zoom in on our code. Don't forget you can open this up so you've got more room. We have built so far an on start and an on shake. If you follow in an earlier lesson, you may have an on button A press. We're going to make those again right now. So first there's the set roll, something 1 to 6, and then we've got the ifs where it shows us the roll, clears the screen, does a wait, and then shows what the roll would be with the LEDs. And we created that for all 6 possible rolls. Remember, if you ever have more than 2 walls, you messed that up. We are going to add an on button A, and we want it to tell the current sum. To do that, we need to make a variable called sum. So we're going to hit create, and we're going to type SUM. Now that we've got our variable, we want to set it to 0 the first time we start. So set sum to 0, and then every time we roll the dice, we want to change our sum. So let's start by switching that to sum to whatever the roll was. So if we roll a 2, sum becomes 2. And then whenever button A is pressed, we want it to simply display that sum. Check out how easy that is. If we put showString hello, go back to our variable and put in our sum, boom. When we hit start, the system still says shake. But this time when we shake it, we've got a die of 4. And if we hit the letter A, it shows us how large our number was. A 5 plus 4, if we hit the A, is 9. Alright, so we have got the count working. Now we need to keep track of rolls. Let's create a new variable and let's call it count, because we're counting how many times they rolled the dice. Over here we need to bring in another change. We need to make sure that it says count, and we want to change the count by 1. Each time this rolls, it's 1 more roll as we count them. Let's quickly put a set count to 0 up here in the beginning. And let's also go back to basic and make a button B. And on button B, we want to show the string, but instead of hello, we're going to show that count. Let's start our simulation. Once again, it says shake. And then when we shake it, we've got a 2 and a 6. If we check the math, you'll see we get an 8. If you click B, it'll show that you've rolled it 2 times. So we have essentially built what we need for the game. Now we just need 2 of these and a way for it to calculate if you've won or not. Let's stop the simulation and let's build that calculation. I need you to grab this if and I need you to set it aside. Just set it gently over here. Remember, if you drag anything this way, see that red X? That is delete, so never cross this line. So I've got all my little pieces here. I've set this out, and we're going to create a special if inside the shake command. We need an if then else. Inside this if then else, we're going to do our math for whether we won or not. So click your math, bring down the math component, and we're going to switch to greater than or equal to. We're going to move to our variables, and we're going to say that if the sum is greater than or equal to 25, you just won. If not, you're going to do all this down below. So see how that's going in the else. Not below the else, it's in the else. So you'll have 3 rows on this left edge to say you're done. If you accidentally go below, you can just pull it out and put it back in that spot to get your 3 rows. If we get the winning number, we want to do some fancy things in this if, but let's build them over here. So first we're going to clear the screen. Let's have it wait 0.5 seconds. Let's show the smiley face icon. Let's wait 0.5 again, so I'm going to duplicate that and put it below. I could have drug a new one in, but that's a little faster. And then let's show the string, you win. When you've got these pieces built, remember they go under the sum 25, so let's carefully drop it right there. Really quickly, if you've got 1 row and then an if, that's a good start. When you get to the word else, then it'll be 1, 2, 3 walls on this side. And friends, you have just built the entire project. Let it say its word shake, and if we shake this again and again, you can see if you hit the A, it'll show you what it's at. There we just hit 25 and we won. If we click B when it's finished telling us that, it'll tell us that we did it in 5 rolls. To make this into a game for 2 people, I'm going to simply hide and stop. I'm going to drag this a little bit to the left and do Control C and Control V. At that point, we will have our 2 awesome microbits. I'm going to take the second one and make it red. I'm going to click on the code, and where this side says shake, right now I'm on microbit 2. Let's zoom in so we can see the code. Instead of shake, I want it to say me. And I think shake takes too long, so I'm actually going to switch back to microbit 1. And because roll has 1 less letter, I'm going to make it say roll instead of shake. If we hide our code, start our simulation, you can see it says roll me. I'm going to move this to the left side, which is what I prefer. I've seen some students build it like this. Both ways are fantastic. And let's do a quick game. This side got 1. This side got 1. What are the odds of that? There's a 6 and a 4. In the middle of the game, you can check to see how close it is. You can see right now it's 7-5. You can make sure they didn't cheat. Both have 2 rolls. And then when you go to shake, you'll see it appear again. If we go through this and click and click and click and click, let's check quickly what the status is. This side is at 20. This side is at 15, so this has a lead of 5. Let's shake, and we just got a winner. To make it fair, though, we've got to give this one a chance as well. Right now they are at 15. When we shake it, the most they could get is 21, and instead they stopped at 16. So red was the winner. Alright friends, so there you saw how easy it was to create an interactive game with our microbits. So let's make it so that another user could understand what to do by adding some sweet notes. When you click annotation, you can add your note up in the box. So you can see here I noted use the shake gesture to roll. Down here I'll say first to 25 wins. I'll add a note over here. Press A to check score, and then I'll note on the other side that you can press B to check counts. And just like that, you've got something that you could share with somebody using the invite command so they could actually check out the awesome thing you created. This game is super simple, but it's also kind of fun. In my classroom, we fiddled with it, and I joke with people like, left side is you, right side is me. If you win, you get an A, and my side, if you don't win, I'll give you a different grade. Just silly, but also a ton of fun. Friends, if you do make something awesome, don't forget you can use that share code. You can share it with me. I'm at HLModTech on Facebook, Instagram, and Gmail. You can also find me at Twitter. I am HLTinkercad. Friends, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. If you got a question, comment, or suggestion, add it down below. If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button. And last but not least, hit that notification bell if you want to be the first to know when there's a brand new video from me, HLModTech. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.